baby, real talk.
Director Ryan.
But, okay, you know how I did you watch last week's? And I put that.
Yes, of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Solo.
And I put the intro video that I made at the start. Did you see the intro video?
You've showed
It's
me.
with the watch.
Actually, no, you've not officially showed me, but I've seen it.
Hi guys. And so I have that song, and I play that song. So that's the vibe that people watching this come into with the vibe of dun 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 real talk. That was the old version. Can't remember.
Oh, there's a new one.
The news. I've
not heard the new song.
I think that you did hear it because you asked me how I made it. I wanted to. Fuck! I fucked this. Welcome back. Hey, you know what? Like when I was in high school, I never got the what? What? What?
I want to tell you the rest of the story of the song.
But no, I'm bailing on it because I can't remember my own intro song.
Real talk. Bonk, 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 or something.
That was real talk. That is the old one.
No, I have heard the new one. The new one.
Me too. I don't know. Do you know it?
He says real talk. That's all.
No, I know. So, anyway, I was a real loser in high school. Whatever.
Oh, that was good. Needed that.
Were you popular or a loser? There's only two choices.
I think I reckon I was like a heartbeat monitor.
What does that mean?
Constantly going up and down. Well, that's how I felt anyway.
Up and down the popularity scale.
Yeah, although I felt like I was more of a popular kid in primary school, and then just everything was harder in high school. I hated it felt like you had to compete to be popular.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm never into that. The competition of popularity.
Yeah, I think kids that were good at that just were.
I've got a fun fact.
What?
I heard somewhere that the popular kids or the people who are popular, you know why they're popular?
What?
Have a guess if you want.
Was it because they were confident?
No. Maybe that is a statistic that I don't know about that. It is true. Do you want to have another guess or should I tell you?
Yeah, I want to guess. Relaxed?
No. Do you want a hint?
Mm.
It was to do with what they thought of other people.
You know, I'm thinking about kids in my year, at my high school, that were popular. What they thought they were better than?
No.
What?
These things all could be true for what happened with you.
Uh-huh.
But are you ready?
Yeah.
So apparently the stat is that often the popular kids are usually the ones that like the most people.
That they liked people.
That they like the most people.
Well, that's lovely.
Isn't it that nice?
It is very nice. Makes me feel like a piece of shit.
No, because I would have, if you turned it around and you were me, I would have said the same stuff as you. Confident, that stuff. I would have said that.
Yeah, because they were confident, like a little bit taller, a little bit better looking, a little bit more dangerous, right? A little bit more funny.
Sometimes with the dangerous thing for my own, like.
Yeah, what school did you go to? Well, you don't have to tell us, but what kind of school? What was the general vibe? Because when you said compared to my school, like I went to a shit school in a shit suburb. The kids were fucked. They're like doing drugs, having sex, like fighting.
This is high school?
Yeah.
I think I know this because we've talked about schools before. But I won't say the school. Okay. I'm surprised at that school unless I've got that school wrong. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, that didn't happen at the schools I went to. So I did public country school for primary. I did a new private school for 3 years. Didn't do school for a little while. Did a little bit of homeschool. That was not very good for me. Bit of social isolation. And then I did last 2 years in another private school. But no, I didn't get any of that stuff that you said.
So that's a lot. That's a lot of different schools. So you didn't go to one school for more than 2 years at the same school?
Well, primary school, I did my whole primary school.
Okay, but then high school, not more than 2 years.
Yeah, 2 and a bit. The first one, homeschool, and then 2 and a bit. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the last time when you came in year 10, you swapped schools to some fucking public school in the country of Australia, the country that we in.
This is you.
No, I'm talking about you, but I'm gonna like tarnish your memory with my own personal history, and then you can tell me to fuck off. But the country, because I grew up in the country too. What year did you go to school? A lot of racism in my year.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, man.
So much.
Yeah. In primary school.
Hey, don't get too down. It's like, it's not on us. It's not like, it's not now.
No, I know, but it's just like, I just remember it. What year did I start or finish?
Yeah, say what year were you in year 10? What year was it when you were in high school?
2006, I finished primary school. And 2011.
Oh, you missed out on it. No. That's not racism. No, 2000s racism? Nah, fuck that. Come on. You want to bring that?
Well, it was heavy for me.
Okay.
So that was only all the racism I knew.
You know, let's not. I'm too scared to get into. Tell me what the jokes were. You know, they have the playground jokes.
I'm not even going to do it. But
no, I'm not going to do it either. Maybe another podcast when I'm not so scared. But this is not racist. I tell you what, I'm even scared to say the fact that it was. So I'm talking about my school now. In primary school, not high school, because at the bad racism had finished by then. But we're talking about primary school in the 80s. So many jokes, derogatory jokes about Aboriginal people. Matter of fact, I'm even scared to say that. I'm not doing a joke. I'm saying like what the jokes were in the schoolyard. And I'm not going to tell you any of them.
I think you did that very well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so even you now don't want to say the jokes either, do you?
No
Yeah.
way.
No.
I think it was a similar vein at my primary school.
Chinese too. We had China. We did Aboriginal. We had Chinese.
We'd always say Chinese. We wouldn't say Asian,
Uh,
which I found interesting. I find interesting now in hindsight. And then it wouldn't necessarily be just Aboriginal people either. It would be it's hard, isn't it? The darker skin color.
anything.
Yeah.
Did you even know you've been racist when you were
No,
laughing at telling the jokes?
No.
You didn't know.
No.
Did you even have kids of those from the races that you're making the jokes about
No.
in your class?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
All white.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the name of the school? Kananaras KKK. All white. We had all the other races in our year, and we would make the jokes to those friends, and neither of us knew. Maybe they. I'm sorry if you went to my school, but like we didn't know. Like, cause so for example, there we had, not many, but I remember one Chinese guy came over to my house one time and was trying to impress us with his ability. We had a creek, right? And he came to the creek and he would tell us he could see all the tadpoles. We did have a lot of tadpoles. And I was like, where? And he actually tried to tell us is because I Chinese, I can see. So I see good. I Chinese. He did it. Hated that. By the way, that was on him.
Well,
That's
how he spoke.
That is how he spoke. And he did claim to have superior vision because of his race. So,
Good on him.
funny or not, but
Funny.
that was on him. We had a lot of Aboriginal friends. And they were good friends of mine, and we loved playing with them. And we had no idea that they were of a different race than us.
That's so good.
I don't even remember if I knew what the word Aborigine was. And they were just kids like us. And I think that we, amongst the group of friends, I didn't go to an all-white school, like... It's interesting. Did you allow other races?
No, of course. And I've probably put my foot in it because there could have been potentially some people who had the background, but I just wasn't aware.
You didn't allow them. You allowed them.
Yeah. Of course.
You just like...
I didn't notice.
Why didn't they go? Why didn't they go?
But that's what I mean. Maybe they did, but I didn't know. So they in their genetics they might have had something. I mean, like how nitty gritty do you want to be? Like I'm 1% from Norway or something.
Can you see underwater?
Can I talk to fish?
Norway, that's the Vikings, right? Too scared to do any racist jokes in case you might start raping me and all my women.
My God. That was good. That was real good.
Thanks. So, Norwegian or what? Okay. I just want to drive that home.
It was.
Well, I'd say all white country, Norway.
Yeah.
Can't blame me. Huh? There's a lot of snow there.
I've never been, but I didn't. It wasn't. I didn't go to a Norwegian school here.
Have you ever thought about visiting the motherland?
Russia. Oh, not Russia. I've been curious to go to Russia.
The motherland is just anywhere where you're from.
Oh, really?
The motherland.
Is that a saying? This is
I'm
motherland.
making it
this
one.
is my motherland.
Yeah, I'm making it. Yeah,
and it's your motherland too.
Yeah, it's motherland. Australia.
That's nice.
Yeah, it sounds a bit weird though when you... I don't know. How did we get onto this? But school. So you're saying you were going up and down the popular scale. I never heard of that before, especially for someone swapping schools. Especially, can I tell you this? I feel safe to say this, but when you're swapping schools, that's a prime time to find yourself becoming a loser at the new school. You're being made fun of because you can't. Right. Yeah. I don't even know how to get into it. And you came from homeschooling, a popular target for bullies to make fun of other children. There you go. How nicely did I say that without
hurting my feelings?
Hurting your feelings. I said
a
popular target.
You did say it very well.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me like a social rub.
No. Just don't ever say that again.
Oh man.
So how'd you do it? Or was it because? Is that why you went up and down? Because you are cool, but you had these
Thanks,
dips
mate.
where you had to...
No, I reckon I bloody masked a lot and tried to be... I always said to myself, and the ones closest to me, like my mum and dad, that I always tried to be myself at school. And then I've realised as I've gotten older that I was trying to be something else rather than me. Now I'm just like, I might have even mentioned this in the previous podcast or two. When I'm just cruising, that's me. But throughout the whole school, I was trying to be something other than me, or because I was trying to get popular, probably, or trying this and trying that. Primary was like lovely for me. First high school, I had a bit of trouble with. I think it was actually fine. It was more me that had trouble. Got out of there, and then the last high school, that first year of coming of homeschool, I don't even know if I told everyone that I came from homeschool because I was too afraid of that judgment. So I'm not sure if I did or didn't. But that first year, I felt like I was in jail. Like they all the kids gave me a year until they could talk to me because I was that new kid. Yeah. So
Okay.
it was very anxiety inducing and it was just turmoil.
Come on.
Thank you. That first year, yeah, real anxious boy that first year in year 11.
How'd you come good?
Just push through, man.
What does that mean? Because
Just-
push through, it's like, it's not just a will thing. You got to know what to do, right? Don't you? You said that.
I can give you details.
Yeah, because I want details. I want to know where I went wrong because, like, so I also swapped high schools in year 10.
So you can relate. Yeah.
I can relate. And I couldn't figure out how to become cool at the new school.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I didn't know anyone in my year. Knew people above my year. Knew people below my year. So that was handy. But I just sort of tried to get to know everyone. And then you have this thing called home group at the start of the day where there's year 8s to year 12s. So you naturally become friends with them or closer with them. That's what happened in my school. And then they have friends. And then between classes, you say g'day to these people. And sometimes I'd bring a football and I'd be like handballing the football to all these people, younger and older than me. And that would be like a social thing I did. And then, but my year was pretty painful to try and get to know. And there's all those cliquey groups. Like there's the kids that aren't as popular. There's the popular kids. There's like the boarders, the people who boarded there, which were like country guys. So I did eventually find my pack. And I also liked the boarders as well. And I went between those in the end. But it took me like a whole year, which is a lot of time, to find those people and integrate myself into their group.
That beep going off was a message. Do you want to?
I don't think that was me.
Okay, my phone. Hang on, let's see who it is.
Oh shit! Oh shit! the assumption that it was me
Okay.
is
Okay.
it?
It's your mum.
Is it?
Yeah. She's saying, I had to send Ming to an all-white school because of all the racial jokes he was telling at the school that he went before that.
Oh right. So I'm lying about.
She messaged again just to reinforce the truth of her previous mate.
Oh, right.
In case anyone listening.
Yeah. Did she rewrite that message again, just with a full stop at the end?
Yeah, and a couple of swastikas too. I'm sorry. It's so unprofessional of me. I'll turn my phone off next.
Did you turn it off?
Look,
Real talk, but yep.
Real talk.
Good ad.
Good podcasting.
Have you told the people where you can listen to this? Just do a short plug.
They know because they're listening to it.
No, they might not know though. They might.
Oh,
not
whether they
actually know.
can. What? I don't
Like
understand.
Podbean and all that.
All the options they have other than the one they're on right now.
Yeah.
Guys, guess what? You can listen to this on an app that nobody knows about. It's called Podbean. I know about it because it's just my main distribution one. But get this, it's on Spotify. And Apple, whatever it is.
Music?
Apple something.
Apple Music.
Apple Music.
Yeah.
And it's on YouTube, audio and video. And if you're not watching the video, you're missing out on what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, watch the vid, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, man.
No, thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for putting up with me.
Oh, likewise.
No, there's no putting up with required.
Oh, well, I can say the same thing
You're a
about you.
gem.
We're
Then
doing
thank
lots
you.
of social rubbing right now.
Oh,
I can stop that.
if you're not watching the video, you hang on. Just get some distance. All right.
So we just hit an ad. Do you know where we are? The ad before.
What?
I felt like I cut you off. Sorry, man.
No, it's okay. No, this is cool. I don't understand though.
Oh,
We
just
hit
saying,
an ad?
Like we did the
An ad for me?
No, the ad
For this?
before. Yeah.
Yeah. Ad break.
I was trying to help.
I might start doing some ad breaks for fun. Do you listen to some podcasts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do they have little ad breaks in them?
Yep.
Like the podcasters do a little ad?
I think it's not by their choice though.
Oh, ads
what-
come on.
What they choose, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Where I was going, like sometimes I listen to podcast, I listen to Pete Ho podcast, and he will do an ad, and because he's done it before, it's like it's not horrible to listen to, and it makes me go like, oh, like if I did a little ad, would I be a little bit famous? You know, so I think about doing an ad for free, for no money, for free, just so I can. This is don't anything like if you're a professional. It's kind of a sign of a professional podcast. No one wants to listen to an ad,
No.
but you want to believe you listen to I'm sorry about that crackling. Fuck!
No, I cracked.
I promised myself I would touch my fucking.
I cracked my knuckles.
No, it's not. I had an opportunity to get off the hook, and I didn't take it. I promised myself I wouldn't touch this microphone this week.
You touched it
because it crackled.
constantly.
Fuck.
Keep playing with it like it's a octopus.
Just had to get that up to get that message from your mum about the all-white school.
Now, do you remember what we were talking about?
Yeah. So I couldn't figure out how to be popular. I don't think that. I don't know because I had patience. You said patient because what did you say? You said you do like you stuck it out for a year. Yeah, I stuck it out for a year too. I was there. I didn't go anywhere. What?
What was that first year in that new school like? Your last high school?
It sucked because like I went there and I was super shy, so I was too shy to go out of my way to basically ask people to be my friend. Fuck that! Like that's going to be a great strategy. Hey, will you be my friend? Of course, I know. I knew back then that's not how you... But that's basically what you're trying to... You're actually trying to make a friend.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be active about trying to make that friend. And I was too scared. So I like go out to the library and hang out on my own with the... I'm just going to be my horrible self with the other library losers. I'm being my horrible self, okay? I said that. They're not losers. They're lovely people. But it's high school. We get high school perspective. So there were the losers that hang out in the library and just like talk about Star Wars and stuff. So I didn't want to.
I love Star Wars.
Nothing wrong with Star Wars. It's great. Like I'm trying to. It was a different era.
No. I didn't talk about Star Wars much at school, I must say.
That's why you had some friends. I didn't talk about Star Wars at school either, and I knew it was a big mistake. I loved Star Wars too back then.
Yeah.
But you don't go to high school and like get in like just talk about how like the X-Wings like guns and like then just talk about like super nerdy, like get super nerdy on high school.
I'm loving
A
that.
different era, by the way. Like now nerds are cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. When I went to school, like if you did nerdy stuff, you would be called a nerd and you'd be ostracized from everybody. Okay. So I did that for, I don't know, but a couple of months maybe until another kid who I had known from primary school
Handy.
came and then said, "Hey Ryan, come and hang out with us."
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Well, I actually never found any gratitude around that. Thanks for pointing that out. Now I feel, well, don't feel great, but I should become grateful for that moment. Because then I got to be in the group, middle group. Is that a common thing? So you talked about the different groups before.
Yeah.
I think everyone has that group.
Yeah.
So I want to be a bit harsher with my language. Okay, and I'm
Please.
taking us. Okay, I gave all the little fine print stuff. If you want some more fine print about mean things, I'm going to say, go fuck yourself. There was the losers group. School in the 90s, high school. There was the losers group.
Yeah.
There was the cool kids group.
Yeah.
And there was a middle group.
Yep.
Did you have a middle group?
Yeah, if you're talking about my last high school, my latest high school, there was like lots of middle groups.
Oh, yeah, okay. We had like probably a couple different middle groups as well. So I was invited to come and hang out at the lunch time and recess and become friends with the middle group.
Yeah.
But honestly, and it shames me to say this as I did the other story about being a library loser at the start, but I was still kind of the loser within that middle group, which didn't feel good.
Sorry to hear, man.
Thanks.
Did you pretend? Because I've got memories. You know, we're just talking about Star Wars and not talking about. I've got memories of pretending, which I just really bash myself up about. Can I tell you a story about one of them?
Yeah, I want to hear it, and I'll tell you.
So I don't think I told many people that I love video games.
At school?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they would have teased you.
Yeah, at this new school.
Yeah.
And I remember one guy saying, "Oh, like I'm lagging on Xbox playing COD." So he's playing a game, and the internet's a bit slower, which is lagging, and then the game's not playing as well. He's playing COD, Call of Duty. I knew all this, and I said to him, "Oh man, it's hurt me to myself because I lied and said, so what's lagging?"
Oh.
Come on, I know what it is. What am I doing?
That's the power of the... Whatever you call it.
Me trying to fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you haven't forgotten it.
Nah, well, I hate lying, but I know we all sort of do it all the time, but I really try not to do it.
Yeah,
much.
What is that? Why is that stuck with you? What is that feeling? You're remembering this memory is stuck with you because of that feeling that you had inside when you knew exactly what lagging was, and then you had to pretend to that guy.
I don't like being dishonest. Like, I'm very heavily principled, so in terms of lying, I hate lying.
It's lying. Okay.
Yeah, lying is my big thing, and we could dissect that if you want to in terms of why that's for me. I just don't think it's right. And then also, like, it's manipulation too, because I'm manipulating the guy into thinking I don't know anything when I do, when really all I want to do is just try and connect with this person.
Yeah. You're also not, you know what? You're not being yourself. You're crushing yourself down.
That's what hurts me. Yeah.
You crush yourself down.
I don't miss doing that. I don't do that often at all anymore, which feels really good. It's very for me. It feels very painful to do.
Do you feel it when you're on the border of about to do it, and you remember that moment, and you go, "Nah, fuck that." I'm just relating to, because I've had moments, and I can't remember the specific stories of them now, but I relate to that, doing that, and I've got memories like that. And same thing is now, if I...
Oh, no.
Hey, come on, who is it?
It said mum check in.
Is it? She probably...
Not even a joke.
I'm going to pretend we're streaming like I don't know what lagging is. Yeah, this podcast is lagging like by 6 hours. In 6 hours, his mum will get it. And then she'll text me to say, don't ever talk about... I don't know.
We brought up my mum.
No,
Each time we do this podcast, she loves the podcast.
Let me give me someone else to make fun of do jokes around other than your mother. Let's just go there. So like, I remember wanting to. A lot of my failures being the loser in this group is like I couldn't get to when I liked a girl, I couldn't get her to like me, because like the girls are not gonna. The girls are always gonna like the popular ones, especially in Sky. Like I think honestly at all ages, but especially at high school. And so I feel like are you doomed to not have? No, I don't know. You get all kinds of people hook up. I'm just going to say again, language like losers would hook up with other losers. So you could be a loser, but maybe not get. That's fucking mean. I'm mean as shit. Aren't I fucking mean?
Nah, it's good, man. It's so refreshing, and it's so honesty, mate. You've named this podcast "Real Talk."
Yeah, but then it's just mean. Like I am. So I feel like I am. Thank you, because I want to keep doing this.
Yeah, and you are covering yourself, which I think is good. You're like, I'm being a real dick, but I'm going to say this funny stuff. And I'm doing this little disclaimer that you're going to hear, so it's okay. I think it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could get a loser girlfriend if you were a loser. No, I'm going to straight up expose myself, but I didn't want one. I wanted the hot girl that I liked, and she wasn't a loser, and I was seen as a bit of a loser in the middle
Tier.
group. Do I really deserve as much the sympathy that you're giving me before? Because at least I got to be in the middle group.
In terms of what you're saying?
But the loser, no, the reality of what my experience was back then. So I was okay. So there's loser group.
Losers, I think loser's like a real harsh word these days. Probably why you're saying doing it. Yeah, it's fine. Loser group.
I'm not a loser.
Oh, it's hard to say. Loser
I can't
group.
do it. Trying to do a Donald Trump, like, you know, how Shane Gillis has this popular comedian, Shane Gillis, says this thing. It's so easy to do a Trump impression. You just hold your hands like this and move them like this out of time with the way you're talking, and you go and you say, wow, what a country, America. That's a load of bullshit, and I proved it right now. Shane Gillis says, not a secret 3-step formula recipe to an instant fantastic Trump impression. Did you hear that?
Just a little. You just reminded me of just a little. Just a little.
Ah.
Yeah, just a little.
Oh, well, I'll keep practicing then. But maybe if I had that little bit of Trump impression when I was at high school, I could have got this girl to like me. But there was no chance. You know who she did go out with? That friend of mine who had brought me into the group.
Wow.
So
the popular girl went to a middle.
Well, she was in the middle
tier.
group too. Oh. She was in the middle group. No, we're both in the... Yeah.
So you're in the same tier.
Yeah. We there was like, I don't know, 12 of us. We all sit at the same bench and have lunch together.
Yeah.
And within that...
Beautiful.
Well, not really, because I remember just feeling shit about the whole time. Because even though they were supposed to be my friends, I did feel like not really treated with a lot of respect, because I was a... Now I was... So like it wasn't a good time. I hated it, honestly.
So
and there was this girl that I had a big crush on, couldn't get, but she was with my friend, who was okay, but actually, honestly, wasn't that good of a friend to me. But maybe then I could take on some of this stuff. Maybe I wasn't a cool guy. Maybe I didn't like people. You know, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was too inside myself. Maybe I was too focused on myself.
Don't you think that's an interesting statistic, though? Because I don't like people, and I do like people. I don't love everybody, but I really actually don't like a lot of people.
Well, I want to point this out. I've flipped now. Now I love people.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have...
So before...
Not to leave you on the canoe alone. This is interesting. I want to find out more about you in a judgment-free zone.
Thanks.
We're going to forget about the white school thing, and I'm going to stop mentioning it. Promise.
What are you doing?
Just telling your mum now that I promise I won't. Yeah. She doesn't believe me. Okay. So, I can't remember what we're talking about, but I wanted to share that vulnerably. So vulnerably. I get... click like if you're overhearing me use the word vulnerable on this podcast.
That was really good. That was so good.
Little spit, a lot of spit coming.
Yeah, I've mentioned it a few times, but it's okay.
Vulnerable. You wascally rabbit. Can you do the Yosemite Sam? Fuck it. Why am I taking now? I'm interestingly peeling myself back.
Do you want me to
That
push you back?
impression. I can't fucking do impressions, man.
No, but do you want me to push you back to the topic?
Yeah,
Like-
push it back.
Yeah, so your group, you didn't feel like you fitted in.
I didn't fit in. But I want to take some ownership of this. One, I think...
And that you love everybody.
Yeah, one, I think that the friends in my group were a bit mean and chose that I was to be kind of seen as a bit of a loser of the group. I think that's on them. Now, like just any situation, it's not all one picture. I want to take a bit of ownership as well and say that I was a neurotic, very self-conscious teenager, maybe a little bit too desperate to be like not being myself and not liking others and not being curious about others and not being giving of my own energy. So I want to take that too.
Wow.
So if I'd known all this before, I might have been able to get that girl to like me. Probably not. But anyway, that's what I wanted to.
Did you, I just want to wrap up on a bow for me, did you not like a lot of people at that time? At school?
I didn't know if that's what I was... did I not like them?
Yeah, that's what I'm that's what I'm curious about the statistic. If it actually
I not like them. Yeah, I didn't like them.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I think I went to a fucking shit-ass school in a shit area, and a lot of the kids were... I think I was set up... Not set up, but like fucking put in a really hard spot. Because I think I was smart, had a lot of... In addition to what I was saying, I'm taking that bit that I own about my lack of success in being liked and having a good time for myself. I want to take this. It was a shit school in a shit area with shit kids from shit families. I was smart, funny, good looking, fun, happy and good to myself and other people in general. And I think I was at a fucking shit school and that was part of it.
That's pretty understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still owe all those nice things, by the way.
Thank you.
And that was the second school you went to, wasn't it? Not the first high school.
Yeah, before that I went to a private school. Maybe that's why you're getting mixed up. So my last high school I went to was...
Hard.
What? To make that shift. Yeah, because it was super religious too. And that they made me real religious. So one of the things I would get bullied about was being a Christian.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know how I feel about that because I'm not Christian now. So, but now, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that was playing a part in it. So like sometimes I would, so going to that Christian school was made me Christian. Sometimes I would say something a bit Christian-y and I would get bullied.
Oh, I imagine they'd take it and run with it.
Yeah. And as a kid, that's very confusing because you want to be accepted by your group, but you got this religious thing telling you keep telling them you love Jesus. What the fuck? You fucking shit. Primary school with shit, like high school with shit kids, and then telling them you love. Good luck. Yeah. Try that. Maybe you can do it now. I don't know. Write in and tell me. I guess that kids do that now, and it's okay. But in the 90s, fucking no way. You would get destroyed, and you did. So it's like
for being Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saying anything about it.
Yeah. Telling
people that you go to church on Sunday.
Christianity and religion is definitely
confusing.
Is definitely a topic we should cover.
Yeah, man.
That's really interesting. I it's nice to know that you love all now, but I'm just gonna own it, and I don't care what people think, and I don't care if I'm popular either. Ooh, actually, no, I think I do. So maybe retract that. I do, but I think I'm still too principled, just like the whole lying thing.
Yeah.
To like, I think I like to not like people. I think I kind of agree with your whole love thing with people, and I think I do love humans, but sometimes I really just don't like people.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I can still love that they're human or something, and I kind of like that.
I get you 100% because I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm not different. I feel like the same, but I've added something recently.
Please.
So, okay, and the thing that I've added is curiosity.
Yeah, man, I've got that too. So maybe we're just saying the same thing.
I think we're saying
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
thing
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's brilliant. I should remember that. And then to tail back as well with school, I wonder, did I like everybody? Because I had a good primary school in terms of popularity. Did I like everybody? Yeah, I guess. But I think I was lucky. I felt like I was just in the popular group at primary school. Just lucky. I'm a bit odd, a bit eccentric, and I mean that in the most wonderful way. But I was still landed there well. I'd say my name to a new teacher, and they'd read out Menzies, and all the school kids, all 30 of them, would go, "It's Mengus." Like, I wouldn't even have to say anything. Then you jump to high school, where I don't know anyone, and I'm the one saying it's Mingus. No one else is saying it. And then every time the same kids who know that my name's Mingus would go, "Why is your name said like that?"
Yeah.
And they just like the same kids would keep saying it, which is just annoying. Pretty big jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, did I not like as many people in primary school than I did high school? Not sure. I definitely have always not liked people though, but maybe not as many. Maybe I didn't like as much people. Oh man, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Maybe I hated more people in high school or didn't like as much people. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you have the same attitude now? And while you think about this, can I just get up for a second? Just want to check something technical, and that's okay.
Yeah. All good?
Yeah, all good.
No. I'm definitely less passionate with my feelings of dislike towards people. And yes, I do. I think I do subconsciously have that curiosity, but it's nice to be reminded of that. Thank you for saying that for me. But I still also like to not like people if I think they're really annoying.
Do you feel at peace with high school?
Whoa, big question.
Yeah.
My whole high school experience?
Yeah.
I don't think entirely, because I've mentioned even a couple of stories on this podcast, one today and one last time. And I think there's moments in high school where I regret. Yeah.
What's your biggest regret?
In high school? Playing the popular game. So not talking to people that were less popular just because it would make me look less popular. So the time I'm thinking of is that I'm with a group of people that I know don't like a certain person. They're talking to me, and then I'm actively trying to not talk to them because I don't want to be seen with them. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel right.
What do you do now if you are in a situation like that?
I don't feel shame for me, or I don't care.
How can you find peace with that story that you that memory that you have. I was going to frame it in something else. How can you fight that memory that you have about your experience at high school?
Don't know, but I think I will continue to do what I'm doing, which is just not repeating the same behavior or thing that I did. Yeah. I don't think it's killing me inside, but I do think of it sometimes. And if I didn't do it, maybe I'd either continue doing it, or maybe I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, which is I think is the right call. Which it doesn't matter if someone's cool or not cool. You should always just have a chat and connect.
Do you try to be cool now?
Nah, man. Oh, nah. I used to really try and be cool when I was younger. Well, I thought I was cool. I called myself the hip hop man. I switched my name in year 6 to not my name. I said hip hop man.
In year 6?
In year 6. Was that cool? No. Did my peers think that was cool? No. But I thought it was cool.
That might be cool now. Do you know, like, there's a rapper... Fuck. Oh, my God. I'm going to stop myself right there. Just remember that I stopped myself right there. And then let me continue to tell you, because it's no fun if I didn't tell you what I was about to say. But do remember that I stopped myself, right?
That was good.
Okay. Do you know that there's a rapper now called Da Baby?
Da Baby.
Fucking so old. I know how old I sound saying that. It's not sinking in for you. I sound old as shit saying that. Hey, don't you know there's a rapper now going... That's like if your dad said, hey, don't you know there's a rapper called Ice Cube? Like as your mum's putting an ice cube in his drink. Hey, I happen to know about a rapper the kids like called Ice Cube. Same. Like this. Ice Tea.
What?
Ice Cube. Ice Baby. They've got all kinds of crazy names. These kids.
I really want to. I really want to derail you with a question, but I'll hold.
I'm done.
I've actually forgotten it anyway. Oh, do you have a thing about getting older? Do you have a worry about getting older?
You know, I was at the pharmacy the other day picking up my meds. Meds because I broke my jaw. You know how I broke my jaw?
How'd you break your jaw?
Eating food.
What sort of food?
You know that kids have a rapper now called Da Baby? I need to see someone. I broke my jaw eating a soft piece of bread.
What was it? Wonder what?
You can change your name to whatever the fuck you like. Just give me some meds. So I had, fuck. It wasn't even bread. It was like, I don't know, something like a wet piece of bread. Just chewing. I popped my jaw. So I went to the doctor. The doctor gave me some meds. I go to the pharmacist. And the pharmacist, I can't read the prescription because I can't see. Because I'm old and my eyes are fucked. So I have to stand there with those free prescription sunglasses. I don't know if are they good? Not prescription reading glasses. So I've never put them on before. I haven't got any reading glasses because I'm afraid to get old and have to carry reading glasses. So I put them on. They're just a +1. I put them on. I'm like, holy shit, I have supervision now. Holy fuck, I take them off. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's an eye-opener to see.
Literally.
It took them off. My normal eyes I'm walking around with now, I have no idea. Up. Blurry as fuck. It's like, you ever fish, you go fishing, take the fish guts out, you're playing around, you're a kid, and you take the fish eye out, and you take the
kind of. Yeah.
The lens
I did it with a chicken in the egg.
Yeah, like it's all gluey, gluggy. It's not clear at all. Apparently, that's what my eyes are like now. Just like.
I wondered the other day, what do fish see in the water? Is it blurry like us, our vision in the water, or is it clear? I thought about this the other day.
Here's a little science fact. By the way, guys, hey, I happen to be a very physicist and a neuroscientist. I know a lot about about a lot of things.
You do.
So, the fish eye is different because the physics of it is designed so that when the light passes from water into the inside of the eye, it doesn't refract in such a way because there's a difference on going from air to the fluid of the eyeball. It's going from water. So the fish's eye is evolved so that it sees clearly. No, it doesn't see blurry like us. It's clear.
So it's like you can see like us, but just in water.
Yes.
It's clear as
it sees as clear like
amazing.
you do.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks.
You're welcome. And let's I want to finish on this because I feel like I'm not I asked you that question
What question?
because I'm curious about like being at peace because I noticed
question.
when I look at myself honestly about the story I tell myself, my memory, the story I tell myself of high school, I don't feel like a peace at it. I feel like not good enough. I feel like a loser. It makes me feel like a loser in this moment. Like I couldn't get that girl to like me. I remember all the kids, 11 other kids around that bench, bullying me. Maybe that's a bit harsh, but treating me like a loser. And I feel, like you said, I'm also learning, but I also think that there's things I can do now to find, I guess the same thing you said as well, but to find more peace around that story. You know what I mean? Because like I can't go back in time and try again, maybe do better and get the girl I liked, right? Or become a bit more popular. I don't get to do that. I like to be able to do that. I have to deal with that. This version of me, the 46-year-old one with a broken jaw, can't see, has to accept forever in this moment and forever that part of the story of my life of this guy, no matter how cool or funny I think that I am now and can make myself to be and how clever I am, and I figured out people out and I figured myself out and figured out how to be vulnerable, just being vulnerable and being curious, and you have to like people, and then it's a magic trick. You stop trying to be cool and then you be cool because you're just being yourself. Fucking whatever.
It's a great recap.
Thanks, man. I can't go back in time and become a cool kid at high school. So do I always carry this part of me that is like, okay, but you'll never be as cool as me because I'm cool now and was cool in high school as someone like throwing that in my face. So I didn't know.
Can I ask you one more question if we're wrapping this up?
Yeah.
Do you feel cool now?
I like myself.
Yeah.
All right. It's different. That means something else. Whether it's much more important that I like myself now. Yeah. And I don't say that like I've been doing it for the last 10 years, even the last 12 months. I think that when I talk about stuff in this podcast, it's probably because I've discovered it this week. So not putting myself out as some kind of personal development guru, right? Yeah, sure, that's the catchphrase I would have said. Oh, yeah, like 10, 20 years ago. Oh, yeah, you got to like yourself. I like yourself. But I like myself. You got to like, everyone's got to do that. But I wouldn't have had any real authentic connection to it. Blah, blah, blah. So that's how I feel about it. Cool. Yes, I do think that.
I think it is cool to like yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I do want other people to think I'm cool. And I own that. Like, I own that part of me that is just part of who I am. It's not good or bad.
Yeah. I'm the same. Me too. I want to be cool too. I am cool.
Yeah, cool. So,
thanks. Yeah.
Mrs. Ming will send you to a old cool kid school next time. Non-racially based selection when you go into that school. Only how cool you are This has been Real Talk. You guys are real good. You're real good.
Thanks, mate. So are you. Much
I
love.
having you on. Much love.
Gracias.
Bye.